Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Good morning. Welcome to Friday, Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler with you to start off your last day before the weekend. Scott will amble in here in the next couple of minutes or so, but for now, let's just listen. Let's just listen to Randy the Raven and the Good Morning song, whose title I can't remember. It's the song. It's the music that's used in every morning in a cartoon in the old days. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really nice. And I was going to try to freestyle rap over it, but I don't think that's going to work. I think Scott just walked in, actually. Scott? Yeah, he's here. He's here. So we'll all be here for breakfast throughout the morning. Mornings at the Cabin is a really nice way to start your day. Grab a cup of coffee. We're going to talk about cynicism for Valentine's Day. Apparently, our cynicism was not met with the greatest response. And people want to know how our partners felt about it. Well, I'll tell you. Not one way, really. For mine. She just laughed and said, we're through. And I said, okay, that's fine. Valentine's Day is the best day to break up with somebody. I think. Probably. I mean, they're not expecting it, right? You get them all jacked up for it, and then you go, listen, this is not working out. I'm not that cynical about Valentine's Day, but we'll ask Scott when he gets in here if he had a good Valentine's Day, a mediocre Valentine's Day, or a day in which you were forced to buy cards and chocolates for a loved one, even if they're allergic to chocolate.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin, Lord, my not-so-secret celebrity crush. Green lights. Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Friday morning. How dare I mention my secret celebrity crush the day after Valentine's Day?
Too soon.
Too soon. Speaking of too soon, that's not a good segue. The Canada Winter Games are opening today in Red Deer. Our own Ollie Williams is on assignment, entrenched within the athletes' village, getting stories, telling the story of the Northern athletes. And there's a great contingent of Northern athletes this year. UConn NWT, and none of it all well represented at Canada's largest multi-sport competition. The opening ceremonies will take place today. We did get into a little thing. Ollie thinks it's opening ceremony. Yeah, but in North America we say opening ceremonies because I agree. He said, why make it plural for no reason? Well, it's not for no reason, Ollie. Within the greater ceremony, there are many ceremonies: the procession of the athletes, the lighting of the flame, the dance off.
It is more commonly known here as opening ceremonies.
Yes, absolutely.
And I never really gave it a second thought, as is often the case with Ollie in our lives, overwatching how we speak,
micromanaging our grammar and syntax.
It's something I never gave a second thought. It's like, it's just the opening ceremonies. Yeah. And then when you said it, he looked at you like you had like six heads.
Yes, and, which he often does.
So that could have been about anything. It turned out it was about the fact that you pluralized ceremony.
I think there's many ceremonies within the greater ceremony.
I think he just likes efficiency.
I think he just likes to feel like he's right. And he is like 98% of the time.
Yeah, give us a break, Ollie.
Yeah, for goodness sake, let us have one.
I guess a guy who has covered, what now, 3 Olympics? 4? 5?
Who cares? How many Olympics has he covered? After 2, it's like, yeah, they're all the same. They all just kind of blend into each other. No, he's covered a bunch, and like this, I mean, it's huge for us, obviously, that he's down there for this and for himself, obviously, for Ollie Williams Media. Yeah. But it's going to be cool to see what stories come out of the games. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the opening ceremonies. My favorite part is the buffet when everybody just lines up and starts to eat. That is the most entertaining.
That's part. Good watching.
That is good watching.
Good watching.
It's like, what? Look at Team NWT going for that chicken first, not going for the fish. The fish is not from the NWT. It's actually from Lake Ontario. We're not going to touch that.
Look at that scrum by the salads.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, look at that. The Caesar is running low. It's, oh, God. Oh, the spring mix, though, still going strong with 14 bowls left.
Calm down, Team Ontario.
That's right.
Team Alberta avoiding the salad section altogether.
Team Alberta not eating in protest. And a huge oil and gas flag has been unfurled in the middle of the opening ceremonies. This is odd for children
A little.
to do. Northwest Territories contingent at the 2019 Games includes 157 participants in 12 different sports, including, for the first time, an archery team, which is very cool.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go down there, not to there, but to them, and be like, teach us archery, and then I'm going to shoot an apple off of Ollie's head.
Yeah, you weren't invited to Red Deer.
No, I was not.
No,
And
we will remain.
well, I mean, there's a reason for that. I've been disallowed from Red Deer for the past 15 years. I'm not going to go into why. Red Deer knows why. And it'll continue that way until I apologize, which I will not.
Fair enough. Sportnorth.com. If you want to follow along with all the games, you can check out the TSN RDS broadcast schedule. They've got it pretty much right on the main page there. If you go to sportnorth.com, go to the Cannon Winter Games section at the bottom, click Read More. They've got the link to that broadcast schedule as well as a link to the CanadaGames.live webcast.
Are Jay and Dan going to be there?
Maybe. Who
Right
knows?
on.
Never know what those guys are
No
going to do.
doubt. They're all over the place. Very much looking forward to the next couple of weeks. Ollie's going to be down there the entire time. So we have free reign of the studio. Anything you want to hear us play, we will play if we like it. If you would like to hear a 13-minute sonata, you can request it.
So really nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
You just don't get those nice English accent tones.
Oh, I think we
on
can
the
probably
air.
pull it off.
I'll give it a go.
Oi! Lekter! Oh, wait, that's a bad Simpsons Aussie
That's us, right?
accent. I got something to report to ya. No, that's terrible. Oof.
Can we just have an Aussie? Get AJ in here.
Yeah,
he
he can just do it.
He can replace all. He can be the third Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's
member
right. That's
of the
right.
Mornings at the Cabin.
Wow, the sun never sets on the Cabin Radio Empire.
That's right.
That's right. Oh, yeah, you totally can. That's pretty good, Aussie. All right.
It's coming along.
That's right.
It's coming along.
Canada Winter Games coverage from Cabin Radio and Ollie Williams coming over the next couple of weeks. We're very excited to have him down there and very excited for all involved. Best of luck to all the athletes and coaches.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Ricky! Mornings at the Cabin, Steely Dan. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you own.
Was that your Bubbles impression?
No, I don't do a good
okay.
Bubbles impression. I can't do it.
Ricky,
Ricky! I can't. No.
Julian.
It's pretty good. That's pretty
Not
good.
bad, eh?
Oh, now we're off on something different. We were going to talk about something
No,
different.
go
No,
ahead.
we're going to go back.
Don't let the Trailer Park Boys
That's right.
distract you.
That's right. I do love our we start a break and then we make a hard left into what we were actually going to talk about. Valentine's.
Leahy.
Oh, right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Valentine's Day cynicism. Now, I've been taken to task the last couple of days by being a little too cynical about Valentine's Day. Ollie has torn a strip off me, left, right, and center, hitherto and yon. And but actually, we were talking about it yesterday, and there was a little cynicism going back and forth because I don't really care about Valentine's Day. I'm romantic 365 days a year. Make that 364 because Valentine's Day, I take it off.
You take your foot off the gas.
That's
pedal.
right. That's right. And I coast through the day. I sit down. I watch TV. I eat my Subway. That's
So
what I do.
Phoenix is like, finally, a relief
Yeah,
from all
that's
this
right.
love and romance.
Exactly. She gets to
Jeez.
go and do what she wants, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna, rest on my laurels today. But Jay Bear had a wonderful idea. He sent us an email last night. He's just like, just take it and listen to, because he takes clips of our show, plays them on his, and does a little response. And he was wondering what our partner's response was.
Yeah.
So what Nicole and Phoenix's response was to our V-Day cynicism.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we say V-Day, it always sounds like STIs to me. So let's say Valentine's Day.
Okay.
All Valens Eve.
All right. We want to waste time just adding syllables.
That's right.
All
I do.
Valentines.
Opening ceremonies.
That's what we do.
That's right. That's what we do. But did Nicole have a response to our cynicism?
So I don't think she heard the show.
Oh, great.
Yesterday.
Oh, great.
So
Well,
she didn't hear any of our
This has been a quick
cynicism.
break then.
But
Well, what did you do? last night?
think-
Did you do anything?
Well, I'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
So I think what Jay Bear's idea was that we give them a call
No.
We call them in the morning.
Phoenix is still asleep.
So is Nicole.
Yeah.
Actually, she's probably awake now, but she doesn't want to talk to
and
me. Come on.
Well, Phoenix doesn't want us to Skype her. She'll be like, what's going on?
Go away.
Why are you calling me?
Yeah. So, I mean, that, the bread right off the bat, we know what side our bread's buttered on. So that's a good thing.
That's absolutely right.
So we're not going to do that.
Our side bread buttered.
You've never heard that term before?
What side our bread is buttered on?
What side our bread is buttered on? You've never heard that term?
I've heard it, but I don't know what it means.
Oh, really? It means like you know what's good for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know what's I know who pays the bills. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that could
we
work
both
too.
do. We split them evenly. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, we're not going to call them, but yeah, we definitely expressed a little bit of cynicism about Valentine's Day, and everything that society brings into it, and the pressures we put on ourselves and on each other.
You know what? That's enough, society.
Right?
Get off my back.
Give us a break,
society.
So we're not big Valentine's Day people. There's kind of an understanding between Nicole and I that like we don't put too much.
Expressions of love are stupid.
Yes, exactly.
In name.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then I was having a text conversation with my lovely mother.
Yes.
The other day.
And she was like, what did you do for Valentine's Day? You said nothing.
I didn't say that. She was like, I'm making your dad a chocolate pie for Valentine's Day.
So
I was like, that is lovely.
That's nice.
And she's like, yeah, all you got to do is just something little. Just something small, just to show you care. And I was like, you're right, Mom.
That's right.
You're right.
That's right.
That's all I have to do.
So what'd you do?
So I went to Staples.
Yeah, you did. the last bastion of hope for any romantic.
Got her a little...
Got her SD card.
Got her an SD card. Got her flash drive.
Oh.
10 gig.
Whoa. Yeah. 10 giggers.
No, I got her basically...
I think that's a 5th anniversary gift. 5th anniversary.
Basically a leftover gift from something I forgot that I was going to get her for Christmas.
Amazing.
I got her a little clip-on nightlight.
Yep. Great.
She's really into cross-stitching now.
Okay,
and she wants to be able to cross-stitch anywhere.
Yep.
Especially in the darkness for some reason.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a little clip-on nightlight to make things a little more convenient. And a Reese's chocolate bar because it's her fave.
Hey, you're great.
And then I was like, well, why stop there?
What happened next?
I put it in a gift bag.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pink tissue paper. Made a little card. Drew a cute little heart. Wrote a nice little message inside.
This is disgusting. What just over the top.
But I don't do Valentine's Day. I don't.
I just do these really small, very romantic things. Yeah.
Then she might have fried up a few steaks and scallops, and we had a really nice dinner.
Really,
and watched a movie. It was great.
I hate you. I hate you. Like, we didn't really do anything. We just had a beautiful dinner together, and I bought her all the gifts she wanted.
Yeah, very small. Very small. Just kept it very.
I did none of that. I am a terrible partner, and to be fair, I think we'll lump in Valentine's Day with her birthday.
Okay,
because I'm paying for the Ireland and Scotland trip.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well that's pretty great.
That's me
pretty
just
amazing.
Bragging. Not at all. No, for
just reaching. I am now paying for the Scotland.
We'll call it Valentine's Day. No, no, we didn't do anything. Like, we saw each other for a grand total of about 5 minutes yesterday. Yeah. So I leave at 6, just after 6:30, and when I get home, I went to work a little later, so I worked through lunch. Saw her for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Actually, between her being at home and then going to burlesque.
Showered her with love and affection.
No.
Glitter?
Stayed out of her way because she was getting ready. I know which side my butter's buttered on. Bread is buttered on. There we go. Stayed out of her way because she was getting ready. She's putting on the fake eyelashes, all the makeup, and all this stuff, getting jacked up for burlesque.
You don't want to get in the way of that.
No, not at all.
No.
I just kind of laid on the bed with the dog and talked to her about her day.
Oh, that's nice.
Scott.
That's nice.
And then I was in bed by the time she got home. She was like, "You're already in bed?" I was like, "Yeah, it's 11. I gotta be up in 6 hours."
You're still awake though. That's something.
Yeah. Well,
not snoring, drooling all over the pillow.
No, that comes later.
Yeah, of course.
That comes later. So her response to us being cynical about V-Day yesterday was just like, you have a public forum to express anything you want.
You could make it nice.
You could make it. It's exactly what she said. You could make
I am
you could say
with
something
you,
nice
Phoenix.
about Valentine's Day.
Be nice.
Yeah. I had a slice of Bruno's pizza, and yeah.
Lovely.
That's what I did.
Lovely. So you treated yourself.
I treated myself,
Yeah, well.
which is what Valentine's Day is really all
That's
about.
what it's really all about.
That's right. I don't think we realized that Cupid was a malignant narcissist. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. Beautiful stuff. What great stories.
Yeah.
This is like the beginning. This is like when Harry met Sally, when they cut to the couples talking on the couch.
Never seen
That's
it.
what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Just be like, remember that Valentine's Day where we didn't see each other and I kind of ignored it? Yeah. Good times.
A morning show without a podcast is like a poorly crafted simile. It just doesn't make sense. This is the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
There's a bee symposium coming up in Yellowknife on February 23rd. That's a Saturday, and you can learn about bees, bee biology, and an introduction to beekeeping. All of this in an effort to save the bees, because if the bees die out, then so do we.
I think it's going to be a really sweet event.
I don't know. I mean, it's a sticky situation. The bees possibly going extinct. We know that at least a couple of bee species are now on the endangered species list. And if more go on, that's going to be a real stinger.
I wonder what the hive mind thinks of this.
That's tough. I mean, this is why we're trying to get these people into the symposium.
Yeah.
You get them all in there. You get them working together, soldiers, queens, everybody working together. Drones, absolutely. And you don't want to hear someone drone on about it.
No, well,
this is going to be an entertaining day of learning about bees. And the buzz on the street is that it's going to be a good time.
And make sure you comb your hair before you go. Like you don't want to look like a mess at a bee symposium.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
That's right.
Ecology North, welcoming beekeepers and experts from across the north to the Northern Bee Health Symposium.
It's all week. It's all weekend.
2-day event.
Yeah.
Free and open to the public. They just ask that you register before on eventbrite.ca.
There you go.
There'll also be kids' activities.
Well, yeah, of course. It's bees.
Well,
bees are very kid-friendly.
This is serious business, though.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if this is playtime.
Wow. Enough of the beeswax, Lekter.
Maybe I'll just mind my own beeswax.
That's right. Mind your own beeswax, Lekter. The kids need to learn about this stuff, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. There's going to be presentations, storytelling, networking opportunities, interactive displays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Chateau Nova. And again, that's February 23rd and 24th, Saturday and Sunday.
And the hope is that we can pollinate some ideas for the future so we can protect these bees, protect these species, because as Einstein has said, I think it was Einstein that said, bees sting you, then they die.
I think that is true, yeah.
I think that's
Did Einstein say that?
I think that he said that.
Yeah.
Something about, like, if the bees go extinct, like 4 years later, we go extinct.
Okay.
Unless we have, unless we create robotic bees and they pollinate. Really, we just need something to pollinate.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're swarming all around the answer here.
That's right. We're all, exactly right.
Yeah.
And if we were allergic, we would swell up and possibly die. So if you're allergic, maybe don't go to the bee symposium. Although I don't think there's going to be bees there. I don't know if they have guest bees.
Well, not roaming freely or anything.
Oh
no.
Well, I don't know how these symposiums work.
Well, maybe you should register.
Yeah.
And check it out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the buzz. All right. Bee Symposium next weekend. Sign up on Eventbrite.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined by a very special guest who has a great show coming up tomorrow night at NAC. Go to nacnt.ca/events. You can get your tickets there. The show is Brotherhood, the Hiphopera, and the actor responsible for the show is in the studio right now, Seabastien Heins. Thanks so much for coming in, man.
It's a pleasure to be here. Man, you called me special. That's so sweet.
Yeah, you are.
My mom doesn't even call me special.
Well, we're going to have a word with her about that.
I know, right?
So you just dropped by. You got in last night. Mm-hmm. You went to check out the Northern Lights and no go.
No Northern Lights, but apparently there's a 50-50 chance just about every day that we're here.
That's
so
right. Yeah, that's right.
We're holding out for the lights. My lady loves the lights, and she's super jealous that I'm here right now.
Oh,
yeah, bucket list for her.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like you got a pretty good week coming up after you. You're in and out pretty quick.
Yeah,
because you got a big weekend coming up next weekend.
Oh yeah. So start rehearsals on another show in Toronto on Monday, but next Saturday, not tomorrow. Next Saturday is my wedding.
What?
Hey!
All right, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's just a whirlwind tour for you then.
It's cool. I mean, it's a one-off. Like, like we're coming in here, putting up the show, getting it up, getting the audiences in, and then we're out. But regardless, we're going to put on the best show we possibly can, and we're going to get those Yellowknifers in.
How big's your crew that you brought up?
We're a crew of 3 people, actually.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a little team that does a lot.
Yeah.
And as a one-man show, I've got like 16 characters in my back pocket. So,
right.
So we
and we're gonna meet all of them right now.
No.
Right on.
Selfishly, this is actually really good timing for us. We were talking a bit off the air before you came on, and you mentioned you're getting married next weekend.
Yeah,
we were getting a little bit of guff from people who thought our talk about Valentine's Day was a little bit cynical.
Yeah,
a little cynical.
A little too much cynicism.
I'm not a full believer in the Valentine's Day.
Okay, hold on. What's your issue? What's the problem, Jesse?
I don't know. The forced romanticism. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like somebody to tell you today you gotta love your person.
That's exactly right. I love my partner every day.
Every day, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
But you were saying earlier, yesterday was his day off.
That's right.
From
I take Valentine's Day off because I'm romantic every other day of the year.
Oh wow. Yeah, you got to take one, and then she's going like, "Where's my love?"
Pretty much. I feel the same way about Halloween, and we were. I was talking about this with him around Halloween.
You're scary 364
I'm
days.
scary.
You got to take
Halloween off.
He's wearing a mask right now.
But I mean,
actually,
you might be able to relate to this. I don't know if you've ever had to do dinner theater before, but I've done dinner theater, and we had to dress up every day. Like, so for 6 days a week, I'd be doing shows and whatnot. So on Halloween, I was like, you know what, I'm going to take the night. I'm taking the night off.
I think for actors, it's definitely different.
Right?
We're always other people all
Exactly
the time.
right.
There's no difference.
So on Halloween, just let me eat my chocolate and be.
Man, listen. So we went to this brew pub, the NWT.
Yeah, Woodyard.
Yeah, it was
NWT Brew Co.
so delicious.
Yeah,
I had the bug repellent.
Yes.
Tasty.
Very nice.
And we were talking to our server, and she was saying that in this spot, all the chocolate the day after Valentine's Day is super cheap.
Oh yeah.
So if there's anything to love about Valentine's Day is that you can get a haul the next day if you want.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that.
So tell us a bit about the show.
Absolutely.
Obviously, one-man show.
16 characters.
Yeah, that's right. So one-man show, 16 characters. It's not like I feel like people don't come to see the show to see, this guy does all these different impressions. It's not that at all. It's a big, epic, sprawling show that spans the 1970s into the future. I play these 2 brothers who are hip-hop and R&B superstars. Can I swear on this? Yeah? Maybe not.
If you're going to say the names of the characters,
yeah,
I think we're okay.
Okay.
Because I'll test out the waters right now. One of my favorite James Bond films is Octopussy. So now,
woo! Okay, great. Okay, so these 2 brothers, their stage names are Cash Money and Money Pussy.
That's okay.
You cleared the water.
That's right.
So they're basically like Lil Wayne and Drake, or the Ray Shremmer brothers, or any of these people who one of them is like more of an R&B singer, kind of smooth. The other one's a bit more scrappy. He's more of a rapper. And so these 2 brothers, they're doing this big show, and then there's a huge falling out on stage, and one goes off into his Maserati, rides off into the night. The other one goes and has like an Usher-style music video on the street, and then they have to find a way to come back together. And in this car ride, they find a way to rekindle their brotherhood, but then tragedy strikes.
Oh, no.
And then we go off into the 1970s to see how they became the people that they were by meeting their parents. We go off into the future when we meet all these people in prison. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Sweet.
So if you want to get taken for a ride, watch this show.
All right. Now this started. You went to NTS, National Theatre School.
That's right.
Which is like the Juilliard of Canada. And
but you don't pay $50,000 a year.
It's a little bit, yeah. But I mean, obviously, some amazing talents coming out of NTS, and you started this as like a project in school.
That's right. It was a 15-minute project that we had to do for friends and family.
Yeah.
And then after I graduated, people really liked it. They really gelled with it. So just started expanding that, and then over the years, cut a bunch of stuff, rewrote 2/3 of it, expanded it to 60 minutes, expanded it to 70 minutes. And then something that we started doing was actually having openers open the show, like real up and coming hip hop people opening the show. So actually, I'm very, very happy to say that here in Yellowknife, we've got Kira Colson showing up.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can't wait to meet her. I really, really dug her message. I think she's very cool.
Man,
awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you've been taking this show. How long have you been doing this show?
We've been doing it in this version since about 2014.
Okay. So it's been a long haul for you.
Yeah, it's been very, very lucky. I mean, it's the sort of thing where I'll go off. I've been working in Stratford for the last 3 years doing Shakespeare.
Yeah.
All that relevant work.
It
is relevant. It is
There's some
relevant.
relevance in there.
You gotta do the close reading, though.
That's right.
But in between there, I'm super lucky. I get to tour the show. I get to do other new work. Brotherhood's been an amazing journey for me to express myself and express our team's show.
Beautiful, man. And you've been all over the world with it. New York, India.
Yeah, India was crazy because hip hop is really coming up there. It's having like a second revitalization.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So when we did it there, people just went nuts. We had like people actually writing raps about the show, telling their friends on like Instagram and YouTube to come see the show.
That's crazy.
It was pretty nuts.
That's awesome.
So cool, man. What's been the Toronto's your home.
Yeah.
Obviously, a really vibrant hip hop and R&B community there. What's been the response from your hometown?
Toronto's been good. I mean, Toronto is where my family and all my people are from. So they've always been super supportive. But I think Robert Lepage says this really crazy thing. He's like, sometimes you have to like leave the place that you're from to find your audience.
Yeah.
And I felt like with this show especially, we've just going to India or going to Whitehorse or going to Edmonton, all over in New York. Yeah. Like people get excited about foreign things coming in. Yeah. There's a novelty to it. And so I've loved that interaction of new people. So I love Toronto. But I like doing other people's work in Toronto.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right
well, and this country is so different from coast to coast to coast that the audience changes so much from different regions that you're in. So you're bound to find new audiences all over the country, and then into other countries. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
That's a really good point, Scott.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to ask, so you mentioned it started as a 15-minute show in school. It's expanded since then. Is it still kind of evolving, or do you feel like you got it pretty much in its finished?
Last time we went touring, we actually wrote like 3 new scenes and a new song for it. Okay. And then for this, performance in Yellowknife, we like workshopped a couple things, changed a couple lines. Like the show is always evolving and always getting better. Yeah. I think as artists, you guys get that. You're always working on your craft every day. You never want to stick to the same thing.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's wicked, man. Any thoughts about turning it into a movie or something like that?
Oh, can I get you to be in it?
Yeah. I'll play 14 different characters.
Yeah, I'll play 2.
Okay, that's sweet. Right on.
Scott, you want to get in on it?
No.
Right on. The one thing we did talk about, though, is you got a little piece from you got a little piece that you want to
I know that yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So this is a moment in the show where Cash Money, he gets off the stage. He's super pissed after the breakup with his brother, and he opens up his phone and he sees there's a love letter from his girlfriend Chrysanthemums.
Nice.
So this is what she says.
All right.
Your ego's monolithic. My birthday was horrific, and I got this thinking, feeling. Wait, okay, I'll be specific. I know you set me straight, and you tried to make me see, but when you rapping about them hoes, I think you rapping about me. You take ask other girls, what's up, man? I held your hand when you couldn't get it up. I never knew the king of hip-hop could be so loveless. I listened to your album to remember who I fell in love with. Goodbye, Cash Money.
That's
wow.
Awesome. Very nice.
How do you recover from that?
He doesn't.
That's incredible, dude. Seabastien, thanks so much for dropping by.
Yo, it's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Jesse and Scott. You guys rock, and I wish you all the best with Cabin Radio and
thanks so much,
and
man.
Getting that FM license. Baby.
Yeah, baby.
It's coming.
Next time you come into town, you got to come up.
Okay, perfect.
And next time, everyone will hear you.
That's right.
Not just the people who like us.
Well, the other thing is though, like you've been this far north, you got to go further, man.
What?
Right.
You got to go to Nunavik. You got to go to Callaway. You got to go. You got to go further north.
Got to do the Northern Circuit.
That's right.
Okay, with you as my guide, I'll go anywhere.
Take the show up to Nunavik, man. That'd be amazing. All right, dude. Enjoy your time.
Thank you.
Have a great show tomorrow, and thanks for dropping by.
Thank you so much. Lots of love.
Seabastien Heins at nacnt.ca is where you find tickets to Brotherhood. The Hiphopera promises to be an excellent show tomorrow night, starting at 7:30. Go check it out.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca.